What's Papino? Z Black is in the building. I'm here another Saturday. I'm at work. I got have to get straight to the point. Definitely this show is dedicated to my man J.E. Moneybags. This a good dude, man. Crown Courts TV. Yo, go check my man Fat Joe out. Fat Joe doing big things. The old school stories. I'm gonna take you back to a time in New York. It was real dangerous. We're not talking about jail. We're talking about the streets and the difference. In 2002, in New York State Prison, there was a lot of transitions within the blood sets and a little war going on, right? But in the streets, it was a big war going on. Like it was more so homie versus homie, probably some Latin King, Nieta, and who knows what else. But in the streets, it was serious. In certain areas, the blood and crip war was serious. And Tip Top name is all in it. You know what I'm saying? He's driving the, you know what I'm saying? Top of the morning, beloved top of the morning, 50 Loke was popping. He was driving the dollar cabs at one point in time, lining the homies up, they said. You know what I'm saying? It was a dirty game, man. But Tip Top name was ringing bells in the low community. Now, I was in upstate New York fighting our own battle with the Lokes, but with top of the rest and said Jones, we was fighting our own battle upstate New York with the Lokes, but there was a lot of wars going on in Brooklyn, the Bronx. There's a lot of Crips, man. Don't get it twisted. Just because of the dudes got these weird narratives like, yeah, when the Crips pull up, they deny these flags and all that. But there was in the street, they was tearing a lot of homies up. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Dad was in the building. Exactly. His name was in circulation. We're talking about when Green was loked out with the Kings. You know what I'm saying? That's the only part about the Latin King story that I didn't understand. That no Latin King never came clean. Like, yeah, some of them was messing with the Crips, banging on homies. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all keep acting like, oh, we had a war with them and we found the way and made peace. It wasn't that easy, man. There was something I remember called United Kings, and that was the Crips and Kings together. Now, we talking about a time when there was 8-balling in New York, heavy, when you had a lot of Crips, you know what I'm saying? When there was a lot of Crips that was claiming the 6-point star, needless to say. You know what I'm saying? Then you got the folks. You know what I'm saying? Certain territories was controlled a certain way. There was a lot of warfare going on. I mean, our affiliates was 8 groups like ABG. Our affiliates was groups like the Browns. Your Wax Dog was popping. Gina was popping. And this is before we had the flush of Crips going to jail. You talking about when a lot of homies died in the streets, boy. Definitely the 90s, it was crazy. Just salute to the 90s, Clarkson. And talking about Clarkson was a real block in them 2000s, 01, 02. I remember Clarkson was one of the worst blocks. You know what I'm saying? It was one of the worst blocks, Clarkson. I remember they was doing drive-bys on bikes. Crazy. They was doing them drive-bys, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It was serious, man. That BNC war was serious. Dude, this was a time when Bloods and Crips was really banging in New York. Like I told you, upstate, it might have been Blood Against Blood, S Block, you know what I'm saying? SHU, you know what I'm saying? But in these streets, it was a full-fledged war. The Kings was caught up in that. A lot of King, not all the Kings, but there was some King sets that was uniting with them with the Lokes. If y'all was in green, y'all know. You know what I'm saying? You pull up the green at one point in time, it was the Kings and them Lokes. It was running dudes around. Some dudes had to put some pain in. It wasn't as easy as it is now. Only advantage that we had was when they had the rush of Crips that thought they come to jail. Our numbers was up because remember a lot of the OG Bloods were still in jail, so they were still able to recruit. You understand what I'm saying? But yo, let me tell you something, man. Tip Top was losing his mind. Hell, yep, I remember it was a UK thing, and who put me on to that was my little homie, not my little homie, my man Diddy. You know what I'm saying? From my block. He was one of the trade Donald G back then. He said, yo, he got this up to Allen. It's crazy. This UK thing, Tip Top. Tip Top was calling shots and he's getting dudes hit. Like, dudes missed that point about Tip Top. That the last time I heard about Tip Top was he was arguing with P. Gutter. That's a Crip issue, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Oh, nah, I had left in '09, 5 points. But they was riding with the, you know what I'm saying? I never understood. I'm gonna tell you what happened, man. T. Rogers came to New York to John Jay University. So he gets up there and he has some, who knew, I wasn't there. I just know that he went up there basically saying that OG Mac's a liar and OG Mac lied in his history. And only people got out of that was was the Latin Kings was our brothers, and people articulated, you know what I'm saying? And they articulated his information the wrong way. Well, whatever how he said what he said, and yo, he winded up whew. People took the message the wrong way and they assumed that it was a blood and Crip war. You know what I'm saying? that real blood's being on Crips, because that's how people took the message that T. Rogers gave. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, they said he wrote a book and apologized, but this is my whole thing. Because OG Mac didn't come, and whatever the case may be, he didn't come to the meeting. So that was the beginning of the takeover of the Bloods and Crips really going at it. Because on certain blocks, Bloods and Crips was getting money. Just like in Harlem, when the Rolling 30 Harlem Crips caught their case on each of 117th Street, there was homies that was their co-defendants in that conspiracy. So it's just that that was the late 90s. You know what I'm saying? T. Rogers really brought that. People took T. Rogers' message the wrong way. And that's how, I ain't gonna front, T. Rogers he had his agenda, and his agenda sort of worked, because we wouldn't know about Kendrick Lamar if it wasn't for, T. Rogers coming through, making connections and connecting with people. And then, at one point, Kendrick Lamar was running around with Papoose. Talk about Papoose, you know what I'm saying? Salute to Papoose, you know what I'm saying? The only thing I know about Doughboy is him and Papoose situation at Sneaky Pete's, because that's what he went to jail for, you know what I'm saying? But Doughboy was my man, Cato's Peoples, you know what I'm saying? But Sneaky Pete's was a popular club in Albany, New York, and a situation happened with Pap. And he caught like 8 years for that. 8 or 9 years, but that L gang is serious, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Now, when Tip Top went up top, it was amazing to me that whenever he went up top, he became Stone. You know what I'm saying? And that was sort of surprising to me, because, he put a lot of pain in. I mean, they was putting pain in. I mean, his case was crazy. A lot of the accusations they had, the accusations was crazy. Like, he was putting dudes in the dollar van. You know what I'm saying? Doing what he was doing, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, because I remember when he was in Auburn with a couple of my homies, you know what I'm saying? Definitely shout out to Doughboy, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, he went to jail with some official shit, you know what I'm saying? He went to jail with something official, you know what I'm saying? Happened at Sneaky Pete's. That was a popular club in Albany, you know what I'm saying? Sneaky Pete's was like compared to the Tunnel, you know what I'm saying? The Mel brought mad, like rap artists and DJs up there, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man Chris Cool, you know what I'm saying? It was definitely, Gino was definitely worse out in the streets. Gino was definitely worse. Oh my God, you know how crazy it was? You know what I'm saying? You know how crazy it was? Oh God, Clarkson was crazy. 90s, the Bronx was crazy. You're talking about certain parts of Harlem, but in Brooklyn it was bad. You gotta think about what I'm about to tell you. When you went to Brooklyn, you had the projects, you had a lot of ABG, you had a lot of Shines. Then you go across the tracks, you had a lot of folks. Even though Hollywood, J.R. Martin was popular, even though Hollywood is from Garvey, there was a lot of folks in Garvey. And those was popping. And that's when, you talk about before the Garvey cats caught their Fed charge. You know what I'm saying? Remember, it was Garvey and Riverdale Towers. They caught their fed charge. It was that Deputy Sheriff the Worm. That's coming soon. That's coming soon. Know what I'm saying? Yeah, that was serious. They was going to war with the ABG cats. They only go towards, Livonia going towards Sutter. It was mad Crips by like Sally Matthews and all that. You know what I'm saying? Then when you go, because back then you had the Crip that used to walk off the Cape. Now he was allegedly, they say he was from Cali. The one that's to be by Sutter Ave and all that. You know what I'm saying? Then you had the Sally Matthews Crips. I ain't gonna front. There's one point in time when you walked into Sally Matthews and they had that written on the floor, Sally Matthews Crips. So sight biking them was popping back then. Yeah, but the only thing about the Crips that they always superseded us was they always said the Crips got money. You know what I'm saying? And it was like we always got the dirty blood. We always got the dirt. Like, yo, blood's is dirty. They put working, but the Crips get money. That's always been since the beginning of the time. Yeah, I heard it, man. Yeah, he's getting dudes, you know what I'm saying? But there's Crips on the east side, yeah, there was some at East River Projects. There was a bunch in East River. But, and it was really, the one on 5th Avenue, 117th and Lenox. That's that Lenox thing, 117th and 18th, 5th and Lenox. The 5th Avenue side, that's the east side, you know what I'm saying? So you can call that the east side, because if I lived on 5th Avenue, I'm going to say I live on the east. No, that was the west side, because it depends on what side of 5th Avenue you live on. Because Foster's on one side of 5th Avenue, Taft's on the other side of 5th Avenue, so my bad. I would say East River. Just to be clear, you know what I'm saying? Just to be clear. Yeah, man, Tip Top surprisingly, when he came home, he started throwing mad parties. Like, he became a big party promoter. He was throwing parties in the Arc, and he was in the East, and he was throwing parties, a lot of parties in some spot. You know what I'm saying? And they was doing a lot of parties. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you ain't never lie. Only a couple of real ones went to Flatbush. And then, and that's why I salute YB for. Because remember, YB used to live in Vanderveer. That's what he, you know what I'm saying? So think about it, he lived in Vanderveer when that was Low City. We talking about the early 2000s, like, it was serious. Yeah, he used to throw those parties, man. There was a spot on Flatlands. He used to throw parties in there too, you know what I'm saying? Then when he came home, that's funny, right? He went to jail, came home, became boom, big on that party scene, throwing mad parties. You know what I'm saying? Word. So the last time I seen him, he was arguing with this guy, P. Gutter. You know what I'm saying? Free P. Gutter. We talking about this is when you couldn't just walk around with a red flag. Oh, he been throwing parties, no doubt. I remember, yeah, he came home, he was doing it crazy big. That's what I was like, oh, because remember, I don't be in Brooklyn like that. So I'm like, whoa, he just came home doing the parties? That's crazy, you know what I'm saying? Hell yeah. That Vanderbilt is serious. That's deep in and all that was like gang terrorism. Hell yeah, them Crips is not playing. Definitely, I know about Clarkson. Let me tell you how funny Brooklyn is, how crazy. I gotta get ready to go back into work. But my man was messing with this chick. The chick she was messing with was in Kingsborough, but she lived on 98th and Lenox. We pulled up to Kingsborough. I didn't even know half of Kingsborough was loked out, if not 90. Back then, Kingsborough had mad Crips. Kingsborough projects. Then it made sense why Kingsborough and Albany projects be going at it. You know what I'm saying? Was mad at them niggas. So we have to salute the homies like Rockavoni that was in the mix, and Bloodsport that was in the mix, and countless other shines that was really going at it in Brooklyn. Remember, they in the mix of Crown Heights and all that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They was in the mix of all that. These are the dudes that need to get their super accolades. These are the dudes that need to get their super accolades. You know what I'm saying? We can't say we beat them in the street. We can say we jump them in jail, we do whatever. They just started coming, bro, because them the West Indians travel, bro. Remember them foreigners, they the ones that would be in Chicago, LA, and all that stuff, man. A lot of them popped up with them Jamaicans. Then you had some dudes that was really Crips that was living in New York City that was inspiring these dudes, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't know what I don't know. We just doing a great social media job. You know what I'm saying? Everything from the spotlight. 'Cause I remember when I used to stay at the crib out there, but y'all know what I'm talking about Bessie Head with the long cape and all that. He was really from L.A. Hell yeah. And Green, they was flooded. All my homies told me, yo, see, when I pulled up the Green, it was crazy. But I have to go back into work. If y'all like to donate, boom. It's in the video. Lakeisha McDonald. Support the super chat. Send to the super chat. You know that exactly facts. I gotta go back to work, party people. I appreciate y'all. I had to give you this live. I'll probably do a part 2 to this. You know what I'm saying? Definitely, you know what I'm saying? Definitely salute. Salute to everybody that's in the chat, man. The B's and C's, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I remember the Browns. I forgot where he was from. I think the Browns was from Long Island. They was getting them with the Crips. It was mad Crips. You know what I'm saying? So just let y'all know, man, that they don't let people just get on these platforms that they was chasing dudes around and there's only one name that held ground. Nah, son, they was putting in that pain, bro. There's a lot of them, bro. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot. They had a lot of territory because they get money. So they was more united when it came to the bread. So with that being said, man, stay up, have a good day, stay positive, man. Stay up, man, and just taking the information, man. Understanding. We doing this for the youth, do this for the kids, love the kids. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, man, you know what I'm saying? From my hood to your hood, man, love is love, man. Knowledge is power. You know what I'm saying? If I could do a Mac Bowler story, if I could do a Bloodhound story, I could do a Crip story. I don't know what. Listen, y'all can leave it in the comments about how you feel about Tip Top. But he was one of the King Crips back then. You know what I'm saying? And the Latin Kings, where I don't. You know what I'm saying? And one thing about the Latin Kings, but I didn't like, they never mentioned the time when they united with the Crips first to bang against us, and then they united with us. Oh, we got the five together. That's how, you know what I'm saying? When they seen that we had more numbers than them, you know what I'm saying? That's just the God honest truth. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, no disrespect to the Kings, to certain Kings, but that's what they was doing, man. They hop with the with them Crips first. You know? Exactly. So with that being said, easy, Eastside, one love, and I love y'all. That being said, peace from St. Louis. Yeah, the folks too. Peace.